All right, so this is a very simple way to import data from Excel or LibreOffice Calc so that you have a data frame as an object as a result. The wrapper involves using the readr library, and essentially the function underneath is the readlim. Now I create df from clip because it's explanatory and I can add options to it very quickly. Over here in my terminal, I'm running a Radian session. I load the readr package, I run the function wrapper, and now I can go to my data that I've got over here. Two options. You can highlight just the data itself, Control C, and run your data with the wrapper, and now you have an R object over here. I've got my column names and all of my data correctly imported. You can also highlight the entire sheet and do the same thing. The results are identical. Example number 2, if I did not want to use these column names, I could just highlight the data itself, and this function will assign x1 to xi of my data. And we could take a peek there and see that the column names are x1 to x8. For completeness, we can see that the column names have been labeled automatically. Going back to the actual data types themselves, there's a numeric here for the 5th column and a numeric for the 7th column. I can modify my wrapper where I have column types that are default to character. So every column that's in my data set is automatically parsed as character. In this case, example number 3, I am not using the column names that are given. I'm skipping one line if I want to highlight the entire sheet to make it easier, and you'll see the result. So highlight my entire sheet. I'm not using my column names even though I'm copying them in. I'm skipping one line so that Alice for marketing will actually be the first record. Running my code, looking at the structure of my data, and I can see that I again have all character columns this time, where the 5th column is now character as well as the 7th column. Taking a peek at my data, we can see that Alice from marketing is first, and this is very helpful. The help menu is important because I can add any of these options from readr because I'm using the ... So in this case, I use column names, skip, and column types that I'm pulling from here because my wrapper is calling this function directly.